Alright, I've had a few people asking me about my lifepo4 lithium battery for my kayak I built. I just bought 4 of these cells off of AliExpress. Takes a while, you just got to be patient. I've stuck them together with this 3M type foam trim tape. It holds really good. I found this case on Amazon, just about perfect. I bought it when I did my last battery build, but it wouldn't fit in here. I had a 150 amp hour battery. I'll show you later. And I just used the packing foam that comes with it to stuff it in there and get it real tight. The packing foam that it ships with works really good for this. Got a little piece here to hold the the BMS module, battery management system. It's got a temperature sensor right there. Got a little groove cut out because it sticks out right there. Got a groove cut in the foam right there for that. This harness I made up for all the monitoring wires. You really got to be careful not to short any of these. There is a lot of energy in these cells. I don't like to have anything rubbing. Probably should have put this temperature sensor down in between the cells, but it's too late now. That stuff's kind of hard to get off. I'm not going to do it if I don't have to. Just some wiring harness tape. Sticks really good. This is the Bluetooth module. Comes with it. Oh, by the way, this BMS comes from Overkill Solar. You can get them cheaper on like AliExpress and places, but Overkill Solar is the best place to get one. Outstanding customer support, documentation, everything. I think I want to put larger binding posts on it. I've got a set of I think they're 1/2 inch ones, or 3/8, I can't remember, 5/16. Anyway, one of them fractions. on here because these are just a little too small for my liking. This thing can do a 50 amp discharge. These seem kind of small to me. But it's about 11.5 to 12 inches that way, about 9 inches that way, and 11 inches upwards. And it comes in at a hefty 16 pounds. And this will get you every bit as far as a 100 amp hour lead acid battery that weighs 3 times that much. And it will last longer, it has a longer lifespan. So I think I've got about 250 in the cells, and then I bought some cheap jumper cables at the local farm store, cut them up for these cables. For my other one, I bought some fancy wire, you know, the silicone, tinned marine wire, but I think this will be fine. It's all encased in a fairly watertight case. It's not completely waterproof, but it should take a dunking or a splash real quick. Like I said, 16 pounds for this one, and it's 50 amp hours. This one is my 150 amp hour battery, and it's about 18 by 12 by 9.5, and it weighs 30 pounds. I've got these 150 amp hour cells. I have ran this one all day long on my John boat with my 50-pound truss trolling motor, pulling me in lines across the lake, trolling for catfish, like a good 8 hours, and it only got it down to 70%. So I've been really happy with this, but I think it's a little more than I need for the kayak, so I decided to build that smaller one. One thing though, this dark green that this case came in really sucks up the sunlight. So my battery was kind of getting warm. And I painted this lid, and that just solved the problem. It did, you know, I thought it would help, but it really just solved my heating problem. So, got a quick disconnect, Anderson connector on it. So I just take it out to the boat, plug it in. Oh, here's those bigger binding posts. A little large for that one, maybe. I don't know. But these will definitely handle anything you throw at them, discharge wise. This is the charger that I got for it. You do need a special charger. I think you can get a little juice into them with a regular 12 volt back car charger, but it's not ideal. It needs to be a 16 volt for a LifePo4, which they mislabeled this. I had to call and ask them if it was correctly labeled and all that, and they said no, it's for LifePo4. And so yeah, that thing, it's only a 6 amp charger. You can get bigger ones, but this one was really cheap, and I got time, so I didn't really need to fast charge overnight or anything. So it works really well. I did have to buy this crimper. This thing really does a good job of crimping. It was about 50 bucks, I think. I bought it when I built this. And this one, I think I've got right around 500 in, 550 maybe. Counting the tools that I bought. Well, this is the only one I really bought for this project. But if you want to learn more And if you want to build your own at all, really, I recommend going over to Will Prowse DIY Solar Forum. In their battery section, just tons and tons of knowledge. They're very good about helping people out that don't know what they need, and even if it's not for solar power, which is that website's mostly geared towards, I highly recommend you doing your research and learning about the chemistry. It's a very safe chemistry compared to regular lithium polymer, like are in a Tesla or a laptop. You know, when you overcharge them, they just kind of swell up a little. They don't really burst into flames like some things. You can puncture them. They don't really take off and, you know, going to leave you swimming for your life, running away from a burning boat or anything. So, yeah, it's a really safe way to go. And I think it beats lead acid all over the place. So, that's it. That's my LifePo batteries.